What's up guys, Tyler here, CrossFit SRC, and 19.2 has been released. So tonight I've partnered up with the movement doctor, CJ DePalma. We're gonna give you guys a host of tips, strategies for 19.2 to make this your best workout of the open.
All right guys, we're here at SRC officially announcing 19.2. We watched the Australia announcement with Ben Gerard, James Newberry, Cara Saunders came through and did it as well. If you weren't watching, here's what it is. So it's basically a repeat of 16.2, same movements and same time domains. The only difference is 16.2 was you had the first 4-minute window of 25 toes to bar, 50 double unders, and 15 squat cleans at 135. Then you went, if you completed that, you had another 4 minutes of the same toes to bar, double unders, and 13 squat cleans at 185. If you completed that, you had up to 12 minutes to complete the same thing with 11 squat cleans at 225. Same thing to 16 minutes for 275, 9 squat cleans, and then 7 squat cleans at 315 from 16 to 20 minutes. Now, consistent with last week and what it looks like CrossFit is really trying to lower the basic entry point for an RX athlete, okay? In 2016, there was well over the majority of the population, male and female, that couldn't get out of the first round. So their open workout ended up being a 4-minute workout. And that's very demoralizing and depressing for so many people. So this year, they made the first 2 rounds 1 round. Okay, so you have, it's the same workout, but the first 8 minutes is our first time domain. And you have 8 minutes to complete 25 toes to bar, 50 double unders, 15 squat cleans at 135, 25 toes to bar, 50 double unders, and 13 squat cleans at 185. So for the majority of the athletes out there, the goal is going to be to do as well as you can in that first 8-minute block and get out of that block. If you can get out of that block, you are doing great. Okay, so let's talk a little bit of strategy, for the level of athlete. For the most part, most people's goal is going to be, like I said, get out of that 8-minute block or do as well as they can there. Okay, so if you squat clean, okay, or say you're not that strong, what we don't want to do is we don't want to come out of the gate too hot and open up with 25 unbroken toes to bar unless you are a toes to bar machine. But what that's going to do is 25 toes to bar and then right into 50 double unders is going to get your heart rate skyrocket high, okay? And we want to avoid that because squat cleans coming after that at a relatively low weight or moderate weight for most people is going to keep that heart rate through the roof, okay? So what I would suggest is breaking up your toes to bar from the beginning and going through a good break for maybe 10, 8, 7, or if you're not that good at toes to bar, 3s, 5s, it's okay. Quick breaks, keep the heart rate down and make sure that you are not getting too winded from the get-go because those squat cleans are going to be hard, okay? So say your goal is to do very well, get into maybe the 3rd or 4th round, right? To get to the 225, we'll talk about the male weights, to get to the 3rd round or the 4th round, 225 or 275, yes. So if those are your goals, then you have to make sure that, again, you are keeping your heart rate down, but with that, you have to make sure you're doing well with your squat cleans. So singles for pretty much everyone, unless your goal is to finish the workout in 20 minutes or within the time cap, you should be doing single squat cleans from the get-go. There's no reason to do touch and go unless maybe you clean 400 pounds. If you clean 400 pounds, sure, you can do some touch and goes, but then, again, your toes to bar are gonna suffer. The biggest thing and the thing you want to avoid the most is missing cleans and losing your toes to bar. So making sure that you're modifying your sets. No set should be hard. You shouldn't be going to failure at any point in time, and you should be making sure that your double under sets are not too hard. So 50 is a very easy number for you. Unbroken is fine. If it's not, plan to break at 25 or 30, okay? And you want to try and keep that heart rate down so you can continue on and move well through the barbell, okay? So again, basic strategies are breaking the toes to bar early. Quick sets, 5, drop, 5, drop, 5, drop, 5. That's probably gonna be the best bet for most people to try not to lose your toe to bar. You don't wanna go to singles and you don't wanna go to doubles or what we call like a Tarzan swing or a death swing, okay? And that's very new, cue death swing. So with that, breaking the toes to bar early, making sure that your double unders are crisp and clean. If you're unbroken, that's fine. I think it's okay to go unbroken on double unders. And then singles from the get-go for your squat cleans, 135, 185, 225. For these higher level athletes and those that are watching, that your goal is to get to the 275 bar. Consistency is key. It doesn't change much. You might need to hold a little bit higher toes to bar reps, maybe like 10, 8, 7, or even like a 13, 12, or like a 14, 11 to start your first set. And then unbroken dubs and just consistent, smooth squat cleans. Use the clock. The clock is your friend. So at the 15, every 6 seconds, stare at the clock, boom, done. It'll take you under 3 minutes to do that first round, and that's kind of your goal, okay? So, anywhere from like 6 to 8 seconds per rep will get, if you can keep that pace the whole time for your squat cleans, then you are going to be set and you will have a very good chance to get to the later rounds of 275, or round 4 or round 5, okay? All right, so that is the basic strategy guide. If you want any more information, just make sure you comment below or reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook, or comment on the YouTube video, and we will help you kind of create a plan together. So now we're gonna roll into the warm up. All right guys, here we go, the official warm up for 19.2. It's gonna be very simple. We're gonna make sure that we're warm for the toe to bar, that our toe to bar are crisp and clean, our double unders are moving well, and our squat cleans are nice and loose. So we have basically 3 different pieces that we're going to go through. Our first one is going to be 2 rounds of 20 double unders, 10 ring rows, and 10 goblet squats. You choose the weight, okay? If you're doing single unders or you're scaling, 40 single unders, and then the same thing with ring rows and goblet squats. Before all of this, you're always more than welcome to do any type of squat mobility that you might be doing, but I like to try and find an active version of it. So goblet squats, just this like tempo moving, slow moving squat pattern is the way I like to warm up and how I like to make sure my hips are ready to go. Then we're gonna do 2 rounds of that, then we're gonna roll into 2 rounds of a 10-second dead hang in the hollow, 5 kip swings, and 5 dumbbell squat cleans. We're gonna go through 2 rounds of that. Dumbbell squat cleans can be, maybe 20 pounds the first set for females, and then maybe 35 the second, males 35 pounds the first set, and then 50 pounds for the second set. And again, we're just trying to wake up the shoulders. We're trying to wake up this clean pattern, the squat pattern, and we are trying to make sure the shoulders are ready to do some toes to bar and kip swings, okay? So as you're doing the kip swings, we're gonna start to increase our depth of the swing, or increase the kip itself, working to start to elevate the feet. Then we're gonna go into 2 rounds of 5 toes to bar and 5 front squats with an empty bar, all right? And again, just kind of moving through the pattern, make sure your toes to bar are crisp. We have a few style of toe to bar that people like to do. My preference for athletes trying to be most efficient and fast is the tuck and flick. Shout out to Wad Prep and Ben for kind of teaching me that terminology. Basically, it's the toe to bar, not a straight leg toe to bar, which you see like the gymnastic guys do, or the higher level athletes. While it is very pretty, it is not very fast, nor it is efficient, because it is a little bit more consuming and tougher. Most people can't do them effectively. So drawing the knees up and kicking the toes at the bar is a good, effective way, fast way to do toes to bar, right? And remember, we're breaking these toes to bar up. We're not trying to do huge sets, because that will not end in your favor. All right, then we're gonna go into a basic barbell warm up, going over wrist and front rack mobility, and a empty bar warm up of 3 high hang muscle clean, 3 high hang power clean, and 3 low hang squat cleans, all right, with the empty bar. And then you're gonna run through that again, add a little bit of weight, 3, 3, 3, and then we're basically just gonna move to start pulling from the ground, working up basically to maybe 1 rep around the load that you're trying to get to. No need to do a lot of reps. So say if your goal is to get through 185, work up to 185 for 1. And then I'd say you're probably pretty good to go. And then we are going to do just a quick 2 rounds of 15 double unders, 10 toes to bar, 20 double unders, and 3 squat cleans at your first starting weight, whatever that is. And we'll run through 2 rounds of that at a very tempoed pace. Take 3 to 5 minutes, and then you'll be ready to go, and you'll be ready to crush 19.2. All right, thanks guys for listening. This is the official Movement Doctor partnered with SRC, or vice versa, however Tyler said it. Warm-up and strategy guide. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave a comment below. Make sure that you subscribe to the Movement Doctor YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram. Make sure you check out SRC on Instagram as well. They're doing a lot of great things throughout the Open, Friday Night Lights. Tyler is an amazing social media guy. He puts out some great content, so make sure you give them a follow as well at CrossFit SRC, or Instagram.com/CrossFit SRC. Thanks for listening, and good luck on 19.2, and I know you're gonna crush it.